Yeah, the first image, a record player with a record, one of Black Sabbath. I listened yesterday to the box Hand of Doom. He is here behind me. Really wonderful music, Black Sabbath. Good morning, hello vinyl community. Jason Basin here. Also Lady Tina. Hello Tina. Tina here. See here in the camera. Yes. Yeah, just got up and I got myself a very good coffee. I lived everywhere here in Belgium. I was a real nomad. I lived in Aalst, my hometown, of course. Then I went to Bruges. I went to Antwerp. Then I went back to Ghent. And yeah, now I'm living in Sugar City, Tienen. It's more on the east of Belgium. And where do we go today? We're gonna go again south, just like Emmet was near south of Liège. Now we are going south of Brussels, about 50 kilometers south of Brussels. We go to the province of Hainaut, Henegouwen, and there is the lovely city of Mons, Bergen. Yeah, Bergen, like Bergen in Norway, but you have also Bergen, so in Belgium. But we will call it Mons because that's the more frequent used name. And we are going today a new vinyl adventure to Bepop Mons Vinyl Fair today, so Sunday 14 September 2025. Normally we went, me and Tina, yesterday to there, but I missed my alarm. I didn't have set my alarm on Saturday, so I slept until the time that we had to take the train at 8 o'clock. So, but I was also too tired of a very busy working week, so I decided maybe tomorrow we will go, and it's now Sunday and we will go, people. It's exciting because it's an environment I was never there. It must be lovely there, as I could see. So we go to Bergen, to Mons, and I will film there outside. We will go maybe first in some streets there, and then we go to the fair, so you can watch a bit how it's like there in Mons. Alright, back on track. Yeah, Tina does her little pisses. And people, today there was not a track that came in my mind, but there was an album that came in my mind, and it's the album Sometimes Teenage is Spelled TNT. People who are fan of the Paranoiacs know it's an album of the Paranoiacs. I had that album one moment in my life. I had also the debut album. I bought it on the concert of the Paranoiacs, but that I lost those two records, but one I found back on the Vinyl Kitchen last year. Check that video. But the other one, Sometimes Teenage is Spelled TNT, I'm looking for, is high on my wish list, and we're gonna see if I can find it. I never thought I could find Always of Red Zebra, but you see, in MA I could find that record, so maybe I will be able to find that Paranoiacs record. Sometimes Teenage is Spelled TNT. Wonderful mini album. Okay, we are on our way to the station. Haha, there came now a track in my head of the Ramones. Psychotherapy, 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 what you gonna hit? Yeah, maybe it's that a sign that I will find another nice Ramones record. I hope so. I love the Ramones. Just like Tina loves the long grass to piss. And we first take the bus to the station of Leuven. I just bought me a little sandwich, but Tina didn't want some cheese, and we are waiting for the train. The train is there, direction Blankenberge, but we will get off in Brussels South, Brussels Midi. Okay people, we have arrived in Brussels South. Brussels South, there is Tina. And now we are waiting for the train to bring us to Mons, Bergen. Yeah. Yeah, people, we have just arrived in Bergen, Mons, and we are going now to up the stairs. Fantastic new station here. Look at that, fantastic. This is the site of the center. First, we're gonna take a look on this side. Come Tina, come. A lot of stairs. Here is a flower market, I see. So people, this is the modern station of Mons. It was opened on December 18th, 2024. It was designed by a Spanish architect, world famous Santiago Calatrava, and he designed also the station of Luik-Guillemins, which you could see in another video of me. So Tina, and now we're gonna go to the center, the Grand Place, and there I will tell you more about Bergen hier, Mons. And we are coming here really on a very nice park, little park. Look at that. There is a big church, and there is a sculpture. Look at that, fantastic. Of a girl, of a woman in silver. Look at that. Really wonderful. This is the church of Saint-Vaudru. As I can read, it's classified very ancient. And here you have a fountain, ancient fountain. Oh, non-potable, so not drinkable. Nee, Tina. No, Tina was very good. Nee, zoetken. So, no man can piss in Bergen. Here between the streets there are certain levels here. Here it's a higher level, but as you can see, really a nice little park also here. with the fountain, and we must go up there to the Grand Place. There we see already a big tower. I'm gonna zoom in. Wonderful ancient city, Bergen, just like Brussels, Bruges. Here you have nice how the people live here. An inner garden with apartments. And we are on our way to the Grand Place, the big place, open place of Bergen, Mons. So people, as we are running here, I give you more information about the place we are walking now, Bergen, Mons. It's in the province of Henegouwen, Hainaut in French. The holy man of the city is the Holy Waltrudis. There is also a chapel, the Saint Calixtus chapel from the 11th century, so very old. And that chapel is on the World Heritage List of UNESCO. In 2015, Bergen was also cultural capital of Europe. So, and we are on our way to the Grand Place. And I have more info, as we are not yet there. There were several clashes between France and Austria for obtaining the city, Bergen. And this is for the tourists on the last Friday of each year of June, the last Friday of June. So each year there is the Fest of Saint Jean. They make a big fire, and also they do a tour with torches. So that's very interesting and fun. So if you are coming to Belgium, visit Bergen, so see that you are here on the last Friday of June. Then there is a lot of to see and here in Bergen. Just like in most of the big Belgian cities, you have some green lawns here in the city, some nice parks here also. Also in the city that I live, Tienen, there is a nice park here also. So, and we are still on our way to the Grand Place. Here is a nice monument of a lady. I will zoom in and I will zoom out. So, and still on our way to the Grand Place. The park here, very nice, romantic. Here we have another fountain, but no water here. So we continue. I think it's that direction that we must go. I saw the big tower of the Grand Place. Then here in the street near to the Grand Place, we have here a memorial for the heroes of World War I, 1914-1918. And we are near the Grand Place, and I start filming. So here we are, fountain, yeah, here, you see it, here we are, cafes, very nice, the fountains here. The tower, we're gonna walk a bit over here. And I'm gonna talk you more about Bergen. Bergen, it lays on a hill where two streams come together, the Hene and the Troei. And also Bergen here
Vincent van Gogh lived here for a period in Bergen, and that house is a Vincent van Gogh museum, but that's also to be found here in Bergen. So very nice, ancient city, Bergen. It must not always be Brussels or Liège or Bruges. This is also very nice. And here Mons, it's really the town of the fountains, another fountain. So we are now walking back to the station, and then the other side of the station, that's the road to the Mons Expo, Lotto Expo, where there is so the final fair. Here we see that one park that I filmed from above. Now we see it from here, downstairs, from the street. There are two flags here, and that's the flag of Wallonia with the cock on it, and the other one black, yellow, red is of course of Belgium, flag of Belgium. Everything's going good. Tina drank from the water of the fountain, or water that was on the street, and we are walking back the same way that we came. And what do I see there? Here on that house, fantastic painting on the side of that house. Look at that. I'm gonna film from here and get the picture closer. Very nice. Look at that. Art, big art here on a house, on the side of a house. Fantastic. And here then that big ancient church. And here that little dog, Tina. Here, and I film some of the activities here in Mons. There is the Halloween Music Festival on October 31st, 2025. You see Mingo the Kid, Equinox, the Equinox, and Tenox. And now we are on our way to the record fair. Here we come to the UFO, let's say it's like a UFO, big UFO, the station of Mons Bergen. Look at that. When they do a new Star Wars film, they can use this for a base, certainly. And I had to take a break, of course, with a red beer. Check my video also, Red Beers of Belgium. He is also in it. This is my favorite one, Bellevue Extra Creek. And Tina will also like a taste of it. Hey Tina. Yes, Tina likes it also. There, we love Mons, we love Mons. Here the roof, here we have the other sides of the station. We have people, and I'm walking here with Tina. And there is the Lotto Expo. But how do we get there? It's in front. So people, still 6 minutes to go, 450 meters. Where I first went, there was water. I could not cross that. Here we can cross it on the main roads. Here is the water. I was over there, and so here is the water. So, and here is the Lotto Expo, where it's all happening. Big expo, first time. It's the 9th time that I do this expo. How is it possible that I didn't knew it? But luckily on Facebook I saw it now this year, and so I said I will go to there. So Lotto Mons, Bebop Mons, here we come, Jason Basin. So people, we have arrived here at the building of the record fair and we're gonna now step in. Oui, oui, peut-être avec mon chien si je vais. Ok, merci. Mais je fais aussi une vidéo. Moi je suis sur YouTube Jason Basin. Okay. Mais il y a plusieurs Jason Basin, mais moi je suis celui avec plus que 600 vidéos. Je vais faire une vidéo aussi du bourse ici. Très bien, merci. So there is the bar, interesting when you are thirsty, at the left. And so we're gonna now inside. Big hole. There are CDs and vinyl, of course, also booklets here, you see. So booklets, little 45ers. Wait, I'm gonna take a tour to see where there is new wave, because that's what I like. Alright, we are still alive, and Tina also. Yeah. These are new vinyls, The Cure, this I have. All The Cure. Patti Smith Group. Talking Heads. So we're gonna Joy Division, Bad Moons. Piece for Queers. Misfit. Pixies, Doolittle. We have Suicides. Surfer Rosa. Broad Zone. Never mind the bollocks. Echo and the Bunnymen. These are new vinyls. There's the Mons, Record to Russia. I had that one, the original one. MC5, also a classic. Sisters of Mercy. Go and the Bunnymen. Siouxsie. And another one. And here we have Nick Cave in the bed seats. Also an eye for CDs. Wait. So people, more new wave, very interesting, Killing Joke. America. That's propaganda. New Wave Electronics. I have the single of this one, Killing Joke Sanity. Malik, Pet Shop Boys, the extended mix, Killing Joke Adorations, Judas Priest, New Model Army, White Snake, U2, Stranglers, Accept. There is a man on the Final Community, he searched Accept, it's Robert Fitton, really interesting channel. He searches Accept and here it is. The Motors, the big country, in a big country. Here's another one of Accept. Flying Bandits from Holland. And another one of a New Model Army. Yeah, that's not directly modern talking, is that we skip here Golden Earring. Yeah, people, this will be the first record that I will buy here, a vintage record, Red River Rock by Johnny and the Hurricanes on the London label. Very nice cover also. I never saw this, people. Backstage passes for sale here, postcards there, €1, and here backstage passes. Gonna take a look. Metallica, it's all hard rock I see. Metallica, Pink Floyd, that's nice. Wait, I'm gonna Bob Dylan, Otto. Here, Kiss, Metallica, so from the Wall, Fogerty, Dream Theater, Smashing Pumpkins, Greatest Go, and Morrison I see there, and Floyd. Another Pink Floyd, yes. Giotto, Olivia Newton-John, Alanis Morissette, here Ozzy Osbourne, Dream Theater, Bruce Springsteen, Kiss, ZZ Top, Janet Jackson, Bob Dylan, Metallica, Moody Blues, I'm gonna take a look to the CDs. Here, Led Zeppelin, CDs from €10. Sisters of Mercy, that's interesting. The Saints, Jimi Hendrix, Bold as Love. Maybe I'm gonna take this one because I had it. This Metallica, dan Bowie, David Bowie, €4, these ones, interesting. Sisters of Mercy. Here's October. War. Annie Lennox. Here in the bed seats. Hendrix, Cornerstone. I'm looking really to certain things that I don't have, so that Jimi Hendrix is very good already. Here's Golden Earring, very good Golden Earring. Here, Wacko Jacko, Child Abuser. Orchians. Here, should I buy this for our King of Belgium? He likes Dire Straits. Interesting CDs here. Fate No More, also very good. The Doors, the best of, but I have already so much. Emerson, Lake and Palmer live at the Royal Albert Hall. Big country. Mm. 265. The Life I Live. This I find interesting. I'm gonna take this also. Oasis. Guns N' Roses. And we have yet more. This one you see a lot here. Are You Gonna Go My Way? Lenny Kravitz. Very good artist. The White Room. The vinyl is very expensive as a word. Van Halen. Yeah, fell down. Fell down. Yes. Alice Cooper. What's this? So people, then here very interesting funk wave records. Here the Bullock Brothers for €8. The Prophecies of Nostradamus, more advantage than what I bought for it. Ultra box. Japan. Television. In Hagen I saw that also in Eupen. Sports. Hagen 17. Morrissey. That's, I think, yes, the album of Jean-Jacques Brunel of the Stranglers. This one I found in Cornaby Records in Liège. This record here, American. fountains. Raining pleasure, the triffids. Very nice. Another one of the triffids. The name swimming with Calcutta on it, I think. That is sweat. Actual emotion. The water boys. Then the bunnymen. The fall. Gang of four. Gonna watch Joy Division still reward. Then gonna watch some funk. Then there's Generation X, very good album. Your power. When it thunders. Here, great rock and roll swindle. Boys. When it thunders, picture this. It's Tina. Tina is it now? Tina. Tina. She's a crossing between a Yorkshire and a Chihuahua. Her mother is Chihuahua and her father is a the father is a Yorkshire. Yeah. Buzzcocks. Buzzcocks with Howard Devoto. Howard Devoto would become the singer of magazine. The Mons. It's alive. I'm gonna take this one. It's also in my possession. Anymore. This is a compilation with Gun Club. A classic, of course. Debut of the Clash. Beautiful. to hard rock, all the interesting styles, one after the other. This one I have also very good rainbow double live. Atomic Rooster. That's a maxi. And more hard rock here. Let's Zeppelin 3. This one I found at Finland Kitchen. Yeah, people, I film here all the things that will take place very soon. So I see here Foire du Disque International in Lille au Palais Rameau, 2 November. There is Tina. The fantastic gun club, Las Vegas story. Cocteau Twins. Fantastic album. Sandinista, triple album, The Clash. Public Image Limited, 20 euros, very good price. Los Angeles X, 30 euros. Tones on Tail. The Cramps, 40 euros. Cocteau Twins. The debut here of Generation X. I found this one in Cornaby Records in Liège. First album of Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. Ian Jerry. Great rock and roll swindle. Come set angels. Blitz. Draws. This one I found also. Then we have some new wave metal and hard rock. We're gonna watch them all. New Order. In Order Ceremony, 45. The Luna Twist. Nice to see Belgian artists here. Luna Twist. A fantastic album of the Stranglers, La Folie, Feline, Fisher Z, and the Men in Black, the Stranglers. Then we go to metal, Tigers of Tampang, Demon, Metallica, €75. Dream Theater, Warheads. Here's the Clinic, €9. I will take that. Merciful Fate. Then we go to the hard rock.
Cher, c'est du cher. Chanteuse. J'ai pas vu le prix. Le prix c'était cher.
Pas savoir.
Led Zeppelin, the first one. Black Sabbath. Deep Purple and Rock. Except so I fill in here a room to have
c'est pas...
J'ai un canal YouTube et c'est pour ça je filme et moi je suis Jason Basin. And you can also relax here when you're tired and you're thirsty. You can
So people, it was very good, very big fair and very good finals. I found finals from €1 to €30, so you will see it soon. And now we are drinking something good.
Here, Tina, nice white swan on the water, and in the reflection you see her neck, it's black, and her head. So goodbye, till the next time. We have arrived in the station. Fantastic station, brand new, let's say almost not even a year old. Then we come here back in Brussels, Brussels Midi, Brussels South, and we're gonna see for a train back to where I live. It's a big station here, as you can see.
Hello everybody, Jason Basin here. Me and Tina got good back at home. So congratulations if you are already saw my video just until now. 1 hour has passed. Yes, I had a lot of work. I did mix 58 videos and this is video 59, and most of you are waiting for this part, of course. What did I find on the record fair? I had interest on this record fair not only in vinyls but also in CDs. So I bought 3 CDs on this record fair, and I show you them immediately. This costed me €6. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, Bold as Love. I had the original vinyl of this, but I sold it. But now I have this nice CD for €6. Here a very nice poster of Jimmy. And I'm gonna let you see here the booklet, very nice, with all the lyrics in it. Jimi Hendrix, one of the best artists ever. Here, lots to read that you don't have with a vinyl record. All those things to read, that's a big plus for the CD sometimes. Well, CDs are winning ground again, but I like CDs also, so it's a bit normal because the prices of new vinyls, they are very well made, but it costs a bit, 35 and more dollars, euros. It's too much for people. It's a bit expensive, too expensive for many people, so many people grab back to the CDs, what's normal. And then The second CD, very nice, Q65. This was a rock and roll band, garage band from the Netherlands. They had their highlights, I think, around 1970, in the early 70s, end of the 60s already. This is a very nice one, The Life I Live, Q65, a full album. I had already from this band a track on a compilation, so now I have a full album of them. I am very happy, and that for €4. The price, you can't beat the price of a CD when you compare it to a vinyl. A vinyl normally costs more. A very good vinyl, I want to say, a new vinyl, for example, 25, 20 euros rapidly. And then the third CD I bought was Fate No More live in Brixton Academy. I saw Fate No More, I think, twice on the Action Beach Festival. It was very good. Mike Patton, a very good frontman, very good singer, and they had then in the 90s a big hit with the cover of a song of Lionel Richie, I'm Easy. I'm Easy Like Sunday Morning, you know that track, a really wonderful song. Here on this live album they do their big hits, epic, fantastic, and what's that other big hit of them, We Care A Lot, fantastic music. They do also a cover of Black Sabbath, War Pigs, Fate No More, a favorite band of me. So these were the CDs, and then we go over to the vinyls. This was the first vinyl record that I bought, Johnny and the Hurricanes, Red River Rock. I searched it up on Discogs now. They say this record is from 1969, but on the record it's 1963. They don't look very well. It could be seen because it's very little as a 9, but it's 1963, people. So that's a fault. It's an error on Discogs. This is from 1963. Johnny and the Hurricanes. They started their career in 1958, and they went on just till the death of the original member, Johnny, who died in 2006. So they had a career of 48 years. Fantastic. Johnny and the Hurricanes, but it's not a record because I think the Rolling Stones, they hold the record of the longest living rock and roll bands. They are still going strong. And then another nice, and for a little price I could buy this Dutch pop giants. That on Mons Pop. Well, this is a real pop record. Here we have Bintangs, the Bintangs. From Bintangs I have 7-inch I could find already. I think that was on the record fair of Heist op den Berg already last year, I think. And which bands are also on this one, QB and the Blizzards. Very known bands, end of the 60s, early 70s in the Netherlands. And we have also Exception. Exception, I collect the records of Exception. Exception, they have here the fifth of Beethoven they do on this compilation. So here you see all the bands. Very nice. I bought this, I think it was €2 for really a time document of the bands which were there in the Netherlands end of the 60s, early 70s. Very wonderful. Only €2. And then really a record, I never saw a record of her. Maybe it was because she is an actress, but she was also a singer. and her hit Lily Marleen was a hit in the German army, but was also a hit in the American army and British army, Lily Marleen. Of course, here the myth, the mythos Marlene Dietrich. Marlene Dietrich, what a woman. Look at that, very nice. It's a double album. Here all the tracks. So Lily Marleen, ik bin die fesche Lola. Wer wird den weinen, Peter allein? Ja, Marlene Dietrich. I bought this for €2, I think. And then from Atomic Rooster I didn't had a record until today. I was one time earlier this year, or was it last year, at a man's house to buy some vinyls. I bought their Uriah Heep with Wizards and Demons, Demons and Wizards, and he had also a record of Atomic Rooster. But I hesitated, and afterwards I regretted it that I didn't buy that record. But so I could make everything alright yesterday, because I bought this Atomic Rooster. Play It Again. It's a 12-inch. On this one we have Play It Again, Start to Live, and we have also a live version from their hit Devil's Answer. Here you see them. Atomic Rooster. Atomic Rooster, one of the members would go into Emerson, Lake and Palmer. That the drummer of Atomic Rooster would go on with Emerson, Lake and Palmer. So it was Keith Emerson, Greg Lake, and was it Stephen Palmer? And then a record that I had, and I have it again, also because I like the first track on side 1. We don't need that fascist groove thing. Indeed, we don't need fascists. Also my new track Intolerance goes about that. Intolerance, we was intolerant, the Nazis were the fascists, and the nowadays fascists are intolerant against people who are coming from abroad, but those people just want to find a good new life, because in their own country it was a very bad life. So Heaven 17, we have also Geisha Boys and Temple Girls, Song with No Name, We Are Going to Live for a Long Time. And then we go on with some Belgian music. I found this one, A World of Machines, from the Machines, a Belgian band who had a lot of success with the singer also Paul de Spiegelare. Paul de Spiegelare would become also a very famous producer of other bands, and I like very much their track I See the Lies in Your Eyes. You must check it on Spotify. I'm sure it will be on it, the Machines, or on YouTube. I See the Lies in Your Eyes. Wonderful Belgian band. And another Belgian singer, female singer, I like her so much. It's Jo Lemaire, and this was her album Concord. And on this record you have her big hit, what's her big hit? Parfum de Rêve. Perfume, dream perfume. So you can, and the inner sleeve, I show you it also. Really a very good singer. I saw her once live, and fantastic. Jo Le Maire. Check it out, check her out on Spotify or on YouTube. And then a very nice golden record. Who do we have here? Eddie Cochran. Eddie Cochran. I recently saw a video of the Sex Pistols, and the Sex Pistols, or Sid Vicious, he sung Something Else. And I said to myself, something else, who sung that track? And I said, that must be Eddie Cochran, but you have seen, I hope you have seen it, my special When the Rock Found a Roll about rock and roll. Well, those two albums of Eddie Cochran, Something Else was not on it. But yesterday I saw this compilation for €1, and what did I see? Something Else, it's here on this record. So I'm very happy. Also on this record, 20 Flight Rock. The Rolling Stones do a cover of that track on their American Concert album from 1982. And then a big surprise, I like all styles of music, also disco I like. This is Love, Eternally Yours, Forever Yours. Includes My Number One, that was their hit from this album. I have already 2 albums of them, and when I was a younger boy I was in love with Marga, the blonde lady. And before her I was in love with Agneta, the blonde girl of ABBA. So, Love. And then a band, I said already the name of this band 5 minutes ago. Here is from the Netherlands, Exception. I saw this record yesterday on the fair for €5, but I said to myself, I'm gonna wait. Maybe I find it for less, and indeed another seller had the same record for €3, so I could do a little bargain. So for €3 I could take this Exception. So Exception, they do remakes of classical music. They use, I think, guitar and also bass, drums. It's really nice, and organs. The leader of Exception, he recently died, the last year I think, and he plays the organ. Exception, really nice. I adore such covers where the artists are in their clothing of the end of the 60s, early 70s. Fantastic cover. And then for €3 each I could find a compilation on Decca of the Rolling Stones. Look at that. Really nice. L'âge d'or des Rolling Stones, the golden age of the Rolling Stones. There are several volumes. This is volume 3. Time is on my side. And look at that. My hero here is here on the first inner page, Brian Jones. And there is a lot of information also. Look at that. Very nice. Also Mr. Brian Jones. A lot of information. Here we have, who is that? Keith Richards. And here Charlie Watts, the drummer. Here you see Mick Jagger, Brian Jones, and then here Keith Richards, or is that Bill Wyman? Keith Richards, I think, yes. A very young Keith Richards. So, and I show you also the record because people like to see the record. It's on a black Decca label. So here you see it. What's the year? Can I see it? It must be the around 70, I think. The Rolling Stones, volume 3. And then that seller had also volume 2. Look at that. when you see this man with glasses on, black hair on, who do you think of? Indeed on Noel Gallagher of Oasis. Also a bit Liam Gallagher, but it's like Noel Gallagher. So the Rolling Stones Volume 2, and this is called Not Fade Away, also a hit of the Rolling Stones. And I show you the inner sleeve, that's very nice. Also the inner booklet, let's say, look at that, it's wonderful, and that for €3. I think in that time it would have cost a little bit more than €3, $3. Very nice cover. And then I looked everywhere, all styles, cheap records, more expensive records, in between the two, and then one seller had this, The Clinic. I could buy this for a very nice price, but I want to swap it in the future. I'm gonna try to swap it for a record that I search. I must first, I will look up some records that I search, and I place that in an advertisement, and then people can react on it. When they search this album, I will swap it, I give it to them, and they give me one of the records that I want to, one of the 12 inches that I also search. So The Clinic and Pain and Pleasure. So this record, I will swap it for another record that I search. That's a good idea. And then I found this Bab von drinnen no Drusse. They had a hit, a little hit in Belgium with Kristallnacht. I think in Germany it was a bigger hit. But this record is a new state, and I will show you everything that was inside. Here we have a whole booklet of the band. Look at that. Really wonderful. All the info. Here we have Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. Here, very nice. They really did a good job on it. Their promotion team, their hola, look at that. And here then the band in the studio, I think, yes, or the sound man. And that's not all. Inside there was also a sticker from BAP. I had already this album one time, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, but I think the booklet was inside, but not this. Look at that, and that for €1 I could buy this Bab. And then I have here a record from Belgian garage records, a band. Check them out, the Spanks, very good. This is Scream the Blues. I saw the Spanks in the past several times, and really energetic, very good garage rock. This is a mini album or 12 inch. Take a Trip, I Wish You Goodbye, Forget About You, and Teenage Heads. I already saw this album the last 10 years pop up on record fairs, but I never bought it, and I regret that I never bought it. But yesterday I saw this and I said to myself, now I'm gonna buy it. I don't let it go anymore. So I have finally this nice album, and it's very good. It's a nice addition to my records, my Belgian records, the records of Belgian artists. So the Spanks. And then one of the nice finds from yesterday also is this Skids 12 inch for €5. They do Fields, and the other track is what is called A Brave Man. Here we have also the lyrics. The lyrics that track Friends or Fields is really a hymn with people are singing more than one, not only the singer sings, also the other ones, and it's a sort of hymn, and you will find that later on also in the tracks of Big Country, because here in this band there was the singer of Big Country, I think it's him, and here we have Bruce Watson, the guitar player of Big Country. I didn't know that Bruce Watson was playing in the Skids. So Stuart Adamson, and rest in peace Stuart Adamson. Big Country, fantastic band, but they were also fantastic, the Skids. But also those two tracks are a bit experimental, but they are really one of a kind, each track. It's they had really an own sound, just like Big Country had also an own sound, a bit more commercial than the Skids. Big Country, and that was a big hit, of course. Big Country, I adore so much the music of Big Country. I have also several records of Big Country. And then we come to the last records I found there on the market, and this was on my wish list. The Ramones live, It's Alive. It was voted, I think, last year. Was it by the magazine Rolling Stone, or it can be another very well known magazine? They have voted the listeners or readers, and they voted this on the #1. So it must be very wonderful. I had, as you could see in my mind, psychotherapy, but I checked it already, but psychotherapy is not on this album. But I think maybe they didn't had yet that song when this album was recorded. Fantastic. I have it now. I'm very, very happy. And then a smasher, and Robert Fitton is now sitting on the point of his chair. He already knows what I'm gonna show now. Indeed, a compilation of krautrock. Look at that. And I saw today, I checked Discogs on the train, and I saw it were 3 records. I didn't yet saw it, but indeed there are 3 records in this sleeve. A very special sleeve. Look at that. And then you can turn it like this, and here you have all the info about the bands. Very wonderful. So here is a record, here inside is a record, and there is a record, all on the Brain label. And this is from 1974. You have Noi, Guru Guru, Harmonia, you have Jane, you have Grotschnitt, you have Thirsty Moon, Embryo, Scorpions, the Scorpions also, you have Creative Rock, Spermul, Yata Sigra, if I can read well, Cluster, Novalis, Lava, Collective, Curly Curve, Emergency, and Wolfgang Dahmer Group. So fantastic, a very good introduction to krautrock for me. I had already in the past an album of Jane. I did it. I gave it away. I know one day I have put 10 cases of records before my door on the doorstep, and it took 5 minutes, and there was a van that stopped, and that man took it all away. And I think in there was also a record of Jane, but it was in a very bad shape. The cover was there were pieces, it was a mess, the cover, but the record was good, I think. But so this was my best find of the record fair, of course, this nice compilation krautrock, and I will listen to it tomorrow. So this was my new adventure to Mons, to Bergen, the Bebop Mons. It was the 9th edition, so I'm happy, better late than ever. I enjoyed it so much. It was so wonderful. And what have I yet to say to you? With final, the sun always shines, and that's needed here in Belgium, because today it was a bad day. Rain tonight, also it was raining here. So thanks for watching, and you see and hear me in the next video. Bye bye.